Welcome to Intoxicados Podcast, your Tia's favorite podcast. I am your co-host, Diego Noboa. Alongside me, I have the one and only Brandomskis.
How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having an amazing Monday. Money-making Monday. Right next to me, we have the one, the only Pichurris.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Felipito here. Welcome back to Intoxicados Podcast. With me, I have the honor, the pleasure of introducing the one and only that put me and Diego on, Bradley Martin.
What's good, guys? Feel good. I'm suited right now.
Bro,
Oh, you look amazing.
I feel good. I even got the shirt tucked in.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
I saw the big old belt buckle you got hanging
Shirt
out.
tucked in, jeans tight, no boxers on. We ready to
Never.
lock and load.
Bulge showing.
Bulge showing, bulging.
As you guys can see, this is a way different setup. You guys might know this background, that
Yep.
famous Raw Talk background. We're at Brad's house. Shout out to Brad for letting
Shout out
us
to
come
Brad.
over
Of
here and
course.
film this podcast. This is a trip, for at least for me. I mean, I can speak for Felipe and I, but bro, we have you on our podcast.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's a blessing, man.
bro, it's crazy, dog. Like I used to
insane.
watch you in Orlando, bro. And
Before
now,
you
like,
ever came out to LA.
before, bro, I used to
Yeah.
watch. Yeah, of course. I used to be literally sitting in my room after the gym or before the gym, watching your videos or whenever you would do with other creators.
Yeah.
And bro, to then come to LA, first of all, then get signed to you with Raw Gear, obviously.
Yeah.
But then now, because of you, literally, we say this all the time, but because of you, we were able to start our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And we started a podcast and we started doing different, like ventured out to different. And now that we have our own podcast
Yeah,
and
it's
you're our guest, like, bro, that's
pretty
a
fucking
trip. Put
crazy.
yourself in my shoes. That's a trip.
No, I'm
That's
just
a trip.
grateful. I'm happy I'm still around, you know? I've been doing it for so long.
We actually say that a lot. Like, we always say, like, it's crazy how, like, I don't know if this sounds bad, but like, you're still relevant after so many
Yeah.
years, dog.
Yeah. I think it's just a matter of doing actually things that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and I think that's like the biggest, I think the hardest and scariest thing of social media is like trying to find a way to stay relevant after, because usually like you see these streamers or you see these YouTubers, whoever, TikTokers, they only have like a phase for like maybe max a year,
Yeah.
pushing 2 if they
Especially
can.
in the fitness industry.
Oh,
Sure,
yeah.
100%.
Hell yeah.
Now it's like bang gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, bro, for you to still be on the rise, it's crazy. Why do you think why do you think you're so successful in that?
I think it's two things. I think I also came up in a time where because there was way less just creators as a whole, being that like, I mean, when I was doing fitness content, there wasn't, the only real example there was on YouTube that was like really making fitness content was Rich Piana.
Okay.
Rest in peace to Rich. And there wasn't this whole wave of like every single person is like a fitness creator.
Okay.
So like I kind of started this I was a part of this like trend of like, oh, this can be a real thing in this industry. So I think because I was one of the early adopters, one of the first doing it, and I just continued to sustain. And this goes to the second part of what I was saying was spotting talent.
Yeah.
So for me, like obviously I understood very quickly and I knew that like social media, it's a time game. It's like you're hot and then there's someone else. You're hot and I saw it. So I think identifying along the way who's going to kind of be next or who might be next and trying to either involve yourself with them somehow. I mean, just like you guys, right? Like
Yeah.
I knew Felipe before I knew you before you ever knew that I knew you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Meaning like I saw you at the gym making content and there was always a part of me that was like, you never know if someone's going to make it or not.
Yeah.
But you always could tell the people who, and I look back on this historically, even before I met you, people who made it were people who every single day they were doing something to try to make it.
Yeah.
And those are the people who always make it. It's just like what time, right? Because everyone's timeline is different. You're the same way. I had never met you prior.
Right.
No disrespect.
Yeah, no problem.
You were the same way with your, I know you're doing like the airline shit, and then you started filming at my gym. We were just doing silly skits. And it's the same sort of thing. It's just like the people that would show up constantly trying to do it and having some sort of version of like what it might look like if they could do it. Those are always the people that do it. So finding the talent and being able like, could you align yourself with them and kind of not ride the wave, but like, because if I could see, okay, this person has something, right, that's beyond, not that some regular person couldn't do it as well, but if they're able to be comfortable on camera, be themselves, be genuine, and then just like really try every day to do something to make it, those are you're always like, oh, okay, this person can do it. And so I saw that in you and I saw that in him. Like back when you were like talking about like, yo, I was afraid to ask you, you were like, could I get this shirt? When you were trying to like ask me something else completely different.
Bro, I was trying to spit that day. Like I was really
Yeah.
trying to like get like because you are great at talking, you're great at explaining yourself, and you really go into debt with stuff. And I was like, if I could really ask him a genuine question, if I'm not mistaken, the question was going to be something along the lines, what would you tell your younger self? And I was like, okay, if I ask him that, you're just going to go into details and facts.
Yeah.
And boom, camera start rolling. What's up, everybody? I'm here. No, not even like that. Like, what up, everybody? It's Felipito here. I'm here with Bradley Martin. You're like, what up? And you're like, what was the question? I was like, how many likes in order for me to get this shirt? Bro, I froze.
Yeah.
Like, but every time I pictured that, I was like, bro, when I meet Bradley Martin, it's gonna be this, and that, and we're gonna bond, and then he's gonna sign me right there and be like, I tell it. Moment came up, I said, how many likes for this shirt? And he hit me with some crazy ass number, and I was like, fuck, gang.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that shirt.
Yeah. And the thing is, you rehearsed that too, bro.
Bro, I had literally rehearsed it like before I went up to you, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask him now, right here, right now. Boom, froze.
But you see, the reason why you have success though is because like you just kept going. Like you wanted it, and you like, because also to your point of like freezing, I must have filmed like 8 YouTube videos, full videos, vlog that I went back to watch to edit, and I was like, I hate this. It's the same concept, like the freezing. I mean, like I filmed it and was like, nah, I don't like it. It's not good enough. It's like the same sort of idea, just a little different in this case.
Yeah.
But once you get over the point where you're like, fuck it, this is just me, and like I'm gonna put myself into this, however you see your lane going, and you just keep doing it, like that's why you have the success.
Yeah.
And that's why all the people that like I've ever had contact with, that I've ever worked with, or like, you know, had the honor of work, you know, some people really shitty people, but some people really great people. And it's just a matter of like not fucking quitting.
Yeah.
Even when you don't get that first question the way you want to ask that question, or the way you want to be perceived or whatever, you kept showing up. And that's why you have it.
Yo, was your first YouTube video a bang? Because you started on Instagram. So like, was it, I'm actually curious now, like, was your first YouTube video like, what the?
So no, my first YouTube experience was really skewed because I was very popular on Instagram before I ever got on YouTube. So I would find myself in situations like celebrity football games and all these kind of things. And because I was getting invited just because of the Instagram clout. Because YouTube was around and there were YouTubers who were popular. And Instagram was like still kind of starting and being like a thing that people were growing on. So I had a lot of followers. I think I had like 600,000 followers on Instagram before I ever started YouTube.
Damn.
And obviously I was just a trainer. I trained clients. I was doing online coaching, started that whole fucking wave in the industry. And I met FouseyTube at the peak of FouseyTube.
Shout out Fousey.
Yeah. So FouseyTube was the first person that he put me on, in a sense, on YouTube. Right.
Wow.
And I was basically like, yo, I reached out. I saw him at that football game and I was like, yo, I'll train you. I want to start YouTube. And he's like, yeah, bet. Because he was kind of fat and out of shape. And I trained him and he put me in 2 vlogs. I think it was at the time it was on Dose of Fousey, which was like his secondary channel next to his prank channel. And he was just like, yeah, we did some 2 training videos. He was like, yeah, go follow his page. He's going to start posting. And I got 25,000 subscribers. So my YouTube experience was different.
Right.
I got 25,000 subscribers without any videos. They just knew it was coming and they had to saw me in those 2 videos. Again, this is years and years and years ago. I was like 10 years ago.
Prime YouTube. Like prime peak of YouTube.
Like this is when YouTube was like crazy. And Yusef was pulling like, 50, 20 million views every prank video. So he was the guy.
Yeah.
He was him.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is going to blow me up. And so my experience was different. I did that. I think I dropped a video and then I just never stopped.
Yeah.
And I don't know, my views were good. It wasn't like it ever flopped. It was just good from the beginning.
No, because like, you know, we have our boy Alejandro, who he said at the time, he was also younger though. He was 16 or something, or like 15, whatever. But he was averaging, like, let's say he'll post on Instagram or TikTok even. He'll get like 1 million likes on TikTok or like 1 million likes on Instagram. But he says he looks back and he's like, I didn't know what I had at the moment. Did you like at that point, like, did you see the view? Like, let's say you got 50K, 100K. I don't know how many views you got when you first started YouTube. Like, did you realize, holy shit, that's a lot of people?
No.
Or were you like, you didn't realize it either?
Yeah, my problem was the same thing, but different. Like, it was never enough. Like where I was at in my life, like just as a human, it was like, this is good, but it had to be better because I knew that other people had more, could get more.
You wanted more.
So that was one of the things I would really just say to creators coming up, even you guys, celebrate your wins, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because I zero celebration. It was like, that was cool. That was not good enough. Every time I posted something, even on Instagram, it was like, I don't know if you guys remember, for years, it was like crazier and crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
I did like, had to be like this lifting a girl, doing this crazy jump. Everything was nuttier and nuttier. And bro, if I look back on that time, I was never happy like with it. Obviously, I was happy in other ways, but I was never satisfied. It was always like, I could have done better. Sure, some I was like, damn, that did really good. But it was always like, well, I got to do this again tomorrow.
Right.
I got to do this again. Because I posted on Instagram, which is why like people ask me now, like people message me on Instagram, be like, yo, why don't you post anymore?
Yeah.
Because bro, I posted literally for fucking 8 years every single day trying to one up myself.
Yeah.
And before the 8 years, I remember I think like the first 3 years I was posting like twice a day. Like you guys got to remember, I was on Instagram before there were videos.
Right. Yeah.
And so once videos came out, I'm like, oh, videos, and I could show my strength, I could show this, and then it was just like never enough. So one of my biggest, like, it's not a regret at all, but one of my biggest advices to people is, and just in general, celebrate your wins, man. Because like, if you're not grateful, it goes by like this, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also not being grateful, you then live in this weird feeling of like, it's just never enough. And when you look back on everything, you'll realize like the best times you ever had was trying to build it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not just having it. Like that's a really important thing, and people forget that.
Yeah, I heard like the journey, like the start of the journey is always the best.
Just the whole journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're always like, oh, money and views, whatever it is, brand, whatever it is now, and people focus on it is like whatever platform or clips and likes. It's all great, but like, dude, there's nothing like nothing's gonna fill you up. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. You have to sit. Like you guys doing this together as friends, you have to sit and be like, man, like look where you came from. You know, all of you guys.
Yeah.
Like what you explained being in Florida. And Felipe, I know the most about you because we talk the most, but bro, like you came from fucking like a crazy situation to be able to be here now and have these conversations and to like have an audience. People love you, and they like, I've seen people come up to you, take a photo, be happy. Like, bro, that means a lot. Yeah. And it's like, I was so grateful. Obviously, I had all those moments, but I know looking back, I could have been more like in the moment, been like, damn, this is great. Because that's how you get more too.
Of course, yeah.
You know?
Are you still like that yourself, or like now you celebrate every win that you have?
Now I'm still a little psycho, but I definitely take a lot more time to like just fucking sit and just say thank you.
Right.
Just be grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know this is such a like a high school question, but like, where do you see yourself in like 5-10 years? Do you still feel like you're going to continue doing content, or do you feel like you just want to take your boots off and just chill, like relax?
Nah, I don't think I'll ever stop making content. Like my content will just continue to change.
Right.
I know that like I really love this form of content, just speaking in general.
Sure.
Because I think like, you know, this is the way. I mean, storytelling is so ingrained in just human nature, every single culture. Yeah. And I don't think that'll ever change. And I think people always like to hear good things, bad things. They just like to be able to relate. So I think podcasting or speaking content in general will never go away. Now, will I be like lifting girls forever? No. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. I've done it every way you could think of. You know?
I should probably start doing that.
Spin them around. If I
you did every position possible.
I've done it all, dude.
On the shoulder, on the leg, on the
hoverboard,
on the
hoverboard. Yeah, he's done that shit everywhere.
So yeah, it's just. But I like it because you connect with people.
Sure.
You know, so like stopping content would be weird.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
I think you have such a way with words that speaks to a lot of people. Do you ever consider changing the language? You know how Mr. Beast does that?
Oh.
Like maybe making your podcast in Spanish.
I don't even know how to do that.
Just hire motherfuckers.
I'm right here. I know Spanish. The diction.
You gonna be Bradley Martin in Spanish?
He be using big ass words. I'll be like,
Now you have to change it to Bradley Martinez Español.
Yeah.
in español. Yeah.
What's raw in Spanish?
Crudo.
Hablado crudo.
Hablado crudo. Pudo hablar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would do something like that. I just don't even know how to do it.
Because you would reach a huge audience. Because I'm saying, you know how to talk. You know how to like really talk to people. Like when I hear you talk, I feel like you're talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, this talking about my life. Like, that's me.
Like Drake, huh? Like how you relate to Drake. You can relate to Drake at every lyric.
This
Drake
is the
whispering
biggest.
in your ear, bro.
That's real though.
It's real as. How is it that Drake
Nah,
can
I
relate
low-key
to
do that.
everything in my life, bro? Everything in my life that has related to, bro.
Like what? Just name an example.
Anything, heartbreaks or that line.
You've never been heartbroken.
I've been heartbroken.
Have you
Such a
really?
lie.
I don't think
heartbroken.
we've ever talked about something like that.
Yeah,
You
I
being
don't
heartbroken.
like to bring it up.
Ah, it's cool. We'll leave that shit in the
But
past.
I swear, bro, like every phase Drake has done, we've all.
Well, that's what.
We got Brad showing Gucci. We don't need you showing Gucci.
I mean, that's why Drake has. Obviously, he's like great at what he does. But part of it, the biggest part, I think, is the content of it. Like the actual words he's saying.
Relatable.
Yeah, because it's relatable.
I think that's why it's like social media, bro. Like when you see like viral videos, one of the most viral videos you see, it's the relatable content.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, share this because this is funny because I relate to it, or I've seen this, some shit like
Yeah,
that. And I
well,
think
you
that's why you
instantly
guys
go
do
like,
so
oh,
amazing.
this is me. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I understand what that's like. I know what that feels like.
Right. And I feel like that's like low key a key to just
Brandon, you've been doing this for such a long time, but I mean, what keeps you motivated to keep doing it and just keep pushing and just waking up every freaking morning?
Bitches, bro. No,
He's not lying. I promise he's not lying.
Oh my god.
That's a real answer. That's a real ass fucking
kidding.
answer, though.
Bro, I'm completely kidding.
He's not kidding.
No, I swear to God.
He
I
was
just-
saying he's
I
gonna
did
change
that.
up the topic, go
Nah,
into crazy
I-
depth, but he's not kidding.
I did that for the fucking clip. That's it. I swear to God, no. I'm so past in my life. Like, honestly, I did that in my 20s, and like it just gave me nothing but like fucking problems. If we're talking about the bitches right now, that's just,
we gotta talk about the bitches.
bro, that just gave me problems, man. That complicates the shit of your life.
Yeah.
So, what motivates me now?
Yeah.
I think it's how could I put this? It hasn't really changed. I think I'm just more aware of the fact that it motivates me, and what that is literally what we're talking about, like connecting with people. Because I look back on what made me successful was, I did crazy lifting videos, crazy stunts, all this kind of shit, but I'll never forget, when I would have these massive lines at the Olympia or any of these expos, and when I would just talk to people, the things that they would say to me were never like, oh, bro, I saw you lift this girl. That was cool. Like sometimes, but 90% of the time people come up to me, it's like, yo, I heard you talk about your father. I can relate to that. My life's like this. You helped me through this in my life. And that,
No, it's
No,
okay.
it's
Okay.
okay.
It's all
It's
good.
okay.
that's like, there's nothing else that's worth more than that.
Yeah.
So like money and all that is cool, but bro, like, shit. I've just had so many moments with people where like someone's like, yo, I didn't kill myself because I saw this. And
Wow.
I've had like real moments on Twitter where I can like remember the specific stories where people have reached out to me. Yo, you got to talk to this guy. He's like typing crazy on Twitter. And this guy was like, when I responded to him, he was like, you don't know about my life. And then I remember he hit me back later, and I guess he had seen some more of my stuff. And I know him on a personal level now. And he's like, yo, you basically saved my life. Cause I was flying off to Brazil, and I guess he was going to take his life. And he was like, literally, he has a kid, like a baby. And he's telling me this story. And now years later, his kid's grown up, and he'll send me like pictures and be like, just want to say thank you, bro.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
that's actually fucking nuts.
The power of social media is, bro, it's
It's
insane.
insane.
But that's what it is, right? It's like, what else are we supposed to do with our lives? Like, making money is great, right? But that doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah,
what really
for
means
sure.
something is how you connect with people, how you share love, like how you spread whatever it is you've learned. Can you teach? Can you give? Can you show so that someone else can become better?
Yeah.
Because like nothing else sustains,
Yeah.
right? Because if I learn something and I'm able to connect with someone, say Felipe, for example, any of you guys, and then you learn something from me, and then you take that and you teach it to 10 more people,
Yeah.
and that changes their life, that's the only way anything truly lives on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
myself, my body, my money, anything that I have, it's all gone. Like for me, it's gone.
Yeah.
And you die, the government takes it, and
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah,
right?
it's true.
But the only thing that sustains is those moments and those memories that live on with other people, and then continue to translate on. That's why I talk about storytelling. Like that's the most powerful thing, because it's that concept, like passing on information generation to generation, so people can like grow and get better.
Yeah.
It's
And
the
that's-
like interactions you have.
Yeah, and interactions, just learning and being able to like look at something, if someone else says and they spark something, an idea or a thought about themselves, that they're able to be like, you know what, I can do this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
You
you're
know?
like like you show that it's doable or it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, that's just
Yeah.
my life.
Right.
That's like, and I'm not sitting here saying some shit so I sound cool, but it's like, that's my, like, I grew up in this situation. I shared it. Like I said, when I'd film my YouTube videos, the things that I would always get most response was like, oh, when you talked about this, it meant this to me.
Yeah.
And it was never something about, sometimes like, oh, you show me your arm workout, it's cool. You lift a bitch, that's cool. But it was the things that mattered. You could always tell it was about something else. Because I don't know if you guys remember the videos, but I would train and then I would just like talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so people would always be like, yo, when you said this, it meant this
Yeah.
to me. And so it's like, that's what life's about, bro.
Yeah.
Like Because like, when you gonna make people laugh, cool. That's great, and there's super value there because you can get someone out of a dark mood. They're like, maybe life can be good, and there's tons of value there. But that same idea, what I'm speaking to is just a different version of it where you're connecting a little deeper.
Yeah.
And bro, that's the value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're you just explained to us that there's been people reaching out to you and they told you like thank you, like I was gonna end my life this and this, but is there anyone in your life that you were having a terrible moment, you were in a dark place in your life, and is there like a content creator, is there someone that you just saw and completely made up your day?
Family member,
anything like that?
Like someone that talked you out of whatever it is that you were
going through, that dark place.
Yeah. Did you have somebody?
Yeah, an ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Ex-girlfriend.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dated some girl for a very long time, for like 7 years, and that person was probably that person.
Damn.
Really?
Was that person.
Yeah.
sure. I know this sounds like you already found your purpose, but then again, I feel like every day you learn, like life until you're 90, 100, whatever, you're going to keep. But at what point do you think, if you did find your purpose or you think you found it already, like how old, like, was it long ago? Was it recent that you think like, wow, or is it just like all through life experience? Like that's the knowledge you've gotten and that's what you got so far.
Well, me and Felipe talked about this the other day at the gym. Like, as far as purpose goes, I, at one point in my life was just like, I gotta be able to sustain myself. I have to be able to make a living. Like my thought was like, I have to be able to pay bills because I'm just like, I have a ton of money. I wasn't coming from a bunch of money, right? So I was like, okay, I gotta figure my life out. And that was my purpose, was trying to figure that out. Because like I knew if I didn't have that figured out, then what was I doing, right? And then when I started making a lot of money, I look back and I started making a lot of money probably like in my 24, 25, 26, right? So like I said earlier, at 26, I had gone to enough like events and I met enough people where people would always say, bro, essentially what I told you earlier, you saved my life. You showed me this. Like I started a business because you made me feel like I could do whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so at 26, my purpose before that was all like just figure my life out and try to be successful. And it came from a place of like, I want to prove that I'm good enough because I grew up without a father, and that made me feel in so many situations that like I'm not good enough. I couldn't be loved. So I was like fighting this thought. And then at 26, after making content and getting a response from people for so many years, and then starting to identify like, oh, this is why people are engaging with me is this meaningful thing. And then being able to see like, wow, I do so well in sales and all these things. I knew it was related to that, right? Because people wanted to support me because of what they got from me, right?
Sure.
So at 26, I remember being like, oh, it's my whole life kind of makes sense now more, because if I didn't go through what I went through when I was younger, losing my father to suicide when I was 6, that I wouldn't have had a reason to learn it the way that I did, to speak, to share, to say, hey, this is how I felt. This is what, oh, bam, what's going to pull so bad. I wouldn't be able to say those things and have it mean anything. And then at 26, I was like, oh, this was my purpose.
Yeah.
Giving that sort of, I don't know if you want to call it guidance or hope or belief in whoever's watching on the other side of the camera, being like, damn, when he said this, I felt like I want to go here with my life instead of there.
Yeah.
And so that was my purpose. Now, talking now, years later, after 26, literally almost 10 years.
Damn, Unc.
Yeah, bro.
Now you're young, bro. You're young.
Now it's the same. It's just like you notice you have moments where maybe your motivation falters or can change or shift. But I mean, it's the same sort of purpose.
Yeah.
It's what I said earlier. It's like trying to share love with people through basically giving as much of yourself, as being as vulnerable as you can, so that someone can learn, so that they can be better at something, so that they can just be empowered.
Yeah.
Because I knew what it felt like to be like that kid who was like, I ain't shit. I'm not worth shit.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, we get it. I get it.
We get that shit. You're good.
Yeah, so I don't know how that's still a thing. Crazy.
No, it's really it hurts, and I can speak for the three of us that we completely understand, just because we went through the same situation, and it's like You know, it's always like a wound, but it never really closes. You know what I mean? There's always a little something in life that always brings it back. And you just said it perfectly. You know, unfortunately, everything that happened in your past has made you the man that you are now. So I always look at it in a positive way. And we always talk about it. I always tell the guys, me and the guys always say that this is kind of like our therapy in a sense. You know, I grew up in a household where I couldn't go to a therapist because my grandma would say I was crazy. Like therapists and psychologists are for crazy people. So I was never able to never able to talk with people that actually can relate to the situation that I was in. I met Felipe. Felipe went through the same thing. And then unfortunately, Diego just went through the same thing. So we can all sit down and talk about it. And every time we talk about it, it hurts. It really, really, really does. But we always see it in the same way that you see it, that it's because the events that happen, you are in the situation that you are now. You're a great speaker. You talk to people. You're saving people. You know, you're helping people change their lives, and you're doing it not just through your content, but you're doing it through the fitness. Your body's your temple, and that's helping them transform and be a better person. So we completely understand.
I mean, and dude, like I said, everything it's even coming back to this moment here with us, right? Like, I wouldn't be able to be in this position if it wasn't for what I went through.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to reach the people that I reach, any of you guys, to watch the videos. Like,
yeah,
there's some reason you got there, whatever fuck or the magic on the YouTube or the Instagram, but you got there somehow and you saw some value there. And so I wouldn't have, like, I'm not at all, when I'm sad, it's like, now it's not, it's sad, but it's like kind of almost like a weird happiness.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, dude, I literally have my entire life is amazing because of the shit that happened to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, it obviously when I talk about it, it's that weird moment because I'm like relating to like that younger version of myself. And I'm like, it's just crazy. But again, to be able to sit here and have these conversations with you guys and like even the way that our relationship has came about, like that's another extension and version of like, damn, I'm grateful that I was even able to be in this position to inspire someone to feel like the fact that you want to even come up and be like, oh, I want to talk to Bradley and that you guys talk about how I put you on or whatever you say, like that helped you guys out. Like being able to even do that is such a gift.
Yeah.
You know, it's like your whole life will be different forever because of that.
Literally.
And it's like, that's like, what else is there?
Yeah.
Like, what else are we doing? You know?
And one thing I always say, at least to like, we like to say in our vlogs is like, we just decided to pick up a camera and talk. Like we're nothing special. Obviously not in a way like we're nothing special. Like I think everybody individually has a talent in some way. You know, you may be speaking, he may be a great singer, he's funny, somebody's special in a certain way. But like, just because you see us through a screen doesn't make us like special because, oh, they're there because they were chosen, they were meant to be there. Like, I think we're all, it's just because we decided to pick up a camera and you just decided to share your life.
So, you know, they're like what Diego just said, like there was days when we all thought about it. There was days before this whole thing. I mean, I'm speaking for myself, before the whole YouTube and everything. There was days where I was just sitting in my car and I was like, am I doing the right thing in life? Like, why am I not succeeding? Why am I not doing this? I had the same thoughts that every person has had, especially with social media. You go on social media and you feel like everyone's living a perfect life. You see that all the time. So there was times in my life where I was like, can I get there? What do I have to do to get there? Why am I not there? But it was just the same, just the commitment, picking up the camera. There's days that, I mean, I suffer from anxiety and depression sometimes. There's days that I don't even want to get out of bed. And I have these two and they're like, no, man, get the up. We got to do this. We got to do that. And like he said, it's like, it's nothing special. It's just being committed to what you want to do and actually doing it and executing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just showing up day after day, like Brad said.
Yeah.
And at least like, I know like going back to Fousey Tube, I know he mentioned, I saw like a clip of him saying like, you know, he said he got like 50, 100 million views and all this, but he has nothing to show for it, right? But at least for you, I mean, you built an empire, bro. You got gyms, you got raw gear. I mean, you got everything. I mean, it seems like you got everything, but obviously deep down, obviously having doesn't matter. But I'm just saying like you at least somehow managed to like, I don't know, just show that you didn't take anything for granted. You took full advantage of the time you have and will continue to continue growing your shit, right?
I mean, the things that like, it's interesting. Yeah, on the business sense and like the content side of things, like I don't think I took much for granted, but for sure my personal relationships, I things up. I took that because you get so one-track focused on like what you're doing that like it's hard to balance everything. That's been probably the hardest part. And I think because I didn't know, it was not like there was like a playbook on how to like organize your life in relationship to social media and success on social media, or like dealing with money and owning businesses and dealing with employees and dealing with whatever. there was no playbook, right?
Right.
Like for me, I didn't have anyone like, yo, bro, how do you do this? It's like, I got to ask myself that question.
Yeah.
So my personal life, like relationship wise, like that took the back seat in a lot of ways. And again, you up some good things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's also part of this whole journey that I could even sit here and have this conversation with you about now to encourage some kid who wants to do it in the future, in the next 5 years or 10, to be like, yo, slow down sometimes, like we talked earlier, and take inventory of like all pieces of your life, not just making money.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, my focus was so like content and push this forward that, the personal aspect, like even sometimes just my personal health, like my own self, I was just like, yeah, all that. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. And I would heed you guys, give you this advice. Like, it's obviously so important. And for you guys, it's all like to succeed is importance. And you're never going to take that away. But like, if you're not good with yourself and like your personal relationships are faltering, you got to slow down and be, all right, well, I need to pour some of my attention and energy into this as well.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's one thing that we noticed, at least for us, that making content, I'm not saying that it's hard, but it is time consuming. And let's say you do have a significant other or maybe a family that you need to be paying in mind to, whatever.
Or even just yourself, bro.
Yeah, even yourself.
Like,
but I feel like, you definitely need to find that balance to like, okay, I'm putting all this time over here, but I gotta do something to like, if it's a significant other, myself, because or else you just put this 100% the whole time.
Yeah.
And lose track, years go by, you're like, holy I fucked so many shit up. I don't know if that's what you're saying, but
yeah, I've done it. I told you about the ex. I did that.
Yeah.
I did that to her,
Yeah.
But how do you slow down though? Like whenever you got your foot on the gas, how is it that you take yourself like time for yourself and actually just do it when you're so locked in and doing something?
How do you do it?
How would you do it? Yes. How do you do it?
Like, how would I do it now, or how should I have done it then?
How should you have done it?
Yeah.
But I feel like everybody's different. Just put that out
For
there.
sure.
Right.
everyone's
Everybody's way of slowing down and calming down is different than what
100%.
Brad was about to say.
Yeah, I mean, it was just as simple as like just taking a couple hours out of the day and just like sitting down and being like, all right, how do I really feel?
Yeah.
What is there something that's stopping me from learning lessons that I should learn, right? Instead of just focusing forward, which is super important and essential. Like focusing forward and like, okay, what's next? What piece of content is next? What can I create or what can I do that can push this forward or push that forward? But like, I just wasn't taking enough time to be like, yo, am I good?
Yeah.
And is this good?
Right.
It just took complete back door. And then it was like, when it's too late, it's done. It's done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's always in hindsight where you're like, damn, I just could have stopped and been like, oh, this is actually really good. And I could have these conversations and I could like see this side of myself and I could not be afraid of saying this or trying something like just for my own sanity and outside of content, just in my life, like take more time and sit outside and fucking breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple, dude.
I think you've done a little better recently.
Oh, completely.
Yeah,
My
because
life's
you like take
completely
trips
different.
on the Sprinter. You go
Yeah.
out with your dogs, and I notice you sometimes you tell us like, "Yo, I'm not gonna be on my phone.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't know.
disconnecting."
My life's completely different now. But like I'm saying, I'm speaking to like my 20s.
Yeah,
I should have just done more of that where I'm like, all right, let me like disconnect. Because I was so afraid that if I disconnected for like one day, even like if I wasn't posting a story or a Snapchat or a Instagram post, that it was going to be done.
Yeah.
I remember feeling like, yeah, it's like if I stop one day, I'm dead. It's gone.
yeah.
So, but that's not true. That's not how it works, man.
I think it's just a mentality. It's just like you want to stay as consistent as possible. Because I used to do that shit a lot too, bro.
Yeah, of course.
If I remember I wouldn't like saying, bro, I wouldn't post a day on TikTok. I'd be like, man, I'm gonna miss a day tomorrow. The video's gonna do ass and. Bro, that shit does not matter, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit, which I'm so happy. I feel like for
Dude,
me,
especially nowadays. I'm sorry to interrupt
No,
you,
you're good.
but it's so different nowadays. More so when I was doing it, it kind of was like that. Like you had to grind.
Yeah,
Now it's so
that is
different.
true.
Like the clipping the culture and like the way that people get content out because there's so many platforms, it makes it a little different. It's a little more chill.
Yeah,
I'm happy about that.
I will agree with that because the clipping culture has for sure changed it up. That's not even. I mean, I'm not saying I was as consistent as Brad, but I post every day. Remember, every single day I post every day.
There was a point you were posting content where I would tell you, I'd be like, bro, you're just at this point you're just posting bullshit. Like post actual real content. He's like, nah, man, I gotta post every day, which I respect the grind.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm like, bro, I think you should because you're funny, put more quality than quantity. But he was
Yeah.
like, nah, man, I'm posting this every day. Man, I'm gonna go. I'm like, I bet.
But yeah, with that point, I do agree with you because now, like, I scroll my page and there's a clip of Bradley Martin. I'm like, I swipe. I'm like, this is not even Brad's account. What the
Yeah.
but you'll remember that's Brad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like people are kind of doing it for you now.
Well, they
Obviously-
also make money off of it
Yeah,
now.
of course, but they're still helping you.
Oh, 100%.
In a certain way, you get me?
Yeah.
Now you could calm down a little bit, even though it's easy. Like, keep it on, this shit easy.
Yeah.
But what's it called? That does help out.
Yeah.
That's why I've been taking days off now.
Oh, now you take that.
Nah, I don't take
back,
days
drink
off.
fucking beer.
Nah, you
Nah,
know, actually, respect to Felipe though, because even now he's
Shout
still
out
like
to
full,
Felipe.
always hustle. Like he's always out. He's like, man, what y'all doing? Y'all laying down? Let's go make content. What y'all doing with your lives? You're like, this is easy.
I just feel like it's such an easy job. Obviously, it's
is.
time consuming. I'm like, bro, like how I told you, we talked about it. I'm like, bro, I dead like when the first transition from construction to actually full-time social media, I dead felt useless, bro. Cause we'd make a video, like we film one whole day for Chicos Toxicos, and I'd be like I have the
Yeah.
whole day, the whole week free.
Yeah.
I just be chilling, scratching
Bro's
my
like,
head.
I could have built a house.
Yeah, I could have built the house. You feel
Better
me?
call Brad. Hey, man, you need some electricity done in
But
your house.
literally, like I was like, bro, like, but Brad spoke to me, and I don't even know what he said, but I took it. I took it. Pause. But he really broke it down and got me a better state of mind
Right.
after that conversation.
Right.
But yeah, it's insane to be here, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. I was letting y'all cook. If y'all notice I'm a little quiet, it's because these motherfuckers know how to talk. I just be throwing out bullshit. I didn't want to ruin the moment. There were so many times you said something like such. I was like, I'd be like, pause. But I didn't want to ruin the moment, bro. And that shit, I was biting my tongue. I was like, I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut. The Loki spitting right
Nah,
now.
I'm glad. We always need that balance.
Yeah.
No, of course.
Because they're always just too serious too much.
Yeah. Well, we talk about what we talked about. We were talking about it was about purpose and the like it not being linear.
Yeah.
And also like you were telling me about basically the fact that when you did the physical labor, your purpose or like what you felt was like more of a tangible instant return versus like now you kind of have to wait for some sort of feedback. Which is
Exactly.
what I was talking about earlier, which is like you get the feedback in a different manner. It's like not like you build something, you go, oh, here it is. You post content and then someone tells you something, you read a DM, maybe you're like up at night, you open a DM and some kid's like, yo, you saved my life, or you made me feel like I can do this. That's just a different sort of feedback that like is not tangible. But it doesn't mean it's not real. It doesn't mean that you don't have a purpose.
Yeah.
It's just like sometimes maybe like I get it because you're going. So that's why I'm saying it's exactly what I'm saying. Slow down and go read a few messages.
Yeah.
Talk to the people.
Yeah, I
And they can
do.
be like, yo, bro, thank you.
I don't type. I send a voice memo. My grammar ass.
I always send voice-
my grammar is ass. So
No, I
just-
always send voice messages. But
Yeah.
also is like, it's so much more personal.
Yeah.
It really
They
is.
hear you and they're like, oh, this is actually this motherfucker. It's
Yeah.
not some random person on his account.
Yeah.
Literally,
Like when I thought when he put the fake text me thing on his Instagram bio, and I thought I was texting him.
Bruh.
Well, that is actually me though.
I know, but I thought I was gonna be like, yo, what you doing?
No, but there's
Nah,
so
boys,
many.
chilling.
That's the thing. There's so many people. So that's a platform where like
I really thought to text him and be like, "What you doing, Bryce?" And be like, "Just lifting some right now. What's up?"
Trying to get a lift in.
Yeah, trying to get lifted.
That's what I thought.
I mean, it is me answering the thing.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I thought it was your I'm a dumbass. Like back then, I was gullible as oh, this is personal shit? I bet. I said, yo, no response.
I mean, it's like it's like opening up WhatsApp and then you just have a million messages.
Damn.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
That boy is demon on the WhatsApp, man. Become a, you know, I better not be texting Brad because that's over, man. It's gonna be a new uncle right here.
It's all. It's
It's gonna be a new uncle right here.
That's
Theo
funny
Brad.
because Theo Brad, gang.
it's funny because WhatsApp is like such like South American. It's like everyone uses it.
Yeah.
Nah, it's worldwide now.
Yeah, it is. But like every single person uses WhatsApp out of the US.
But my dad be texting me on WhatsApp and I don't reply. I'm like, bro, I don't have WhatsApp. Like I don't have it on me. Like I don't just be checking it like that.
yeah,
Like,
I
I'm
don't check it
texting
like
you.
that either. I
Why
don't check
do
it
I
like
have
that
it
either.
on me like that?
Yeah, it's just that dude, Mark Zuckerberg, man. That dude owns everything now.
Yeah.
WhatsApp,
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram.
When you get to that level, like that level of the just like having so many billions upon billions and owning so much, like where does it end? Do you think does it ever end, or is it you just keep grinding and grinding just because, like Felipe said, like you're so used to doing something that you just can't take a day off?
I feel like they just have fun doing it at this point. At that point.
I don't know. I think it's more what you said. I think it's like it's just not, it would feel unnormal to not do something.
Yeah.
But also like at that point, you have so many other people that hopefully you've made good choices in hiring that like they're probably doing things with you, and then you probably make most, if not all of like the major decisions, but you're not making all of the decisions and you're not moving every piece at that point.
No, it's such
You
a
know?
crazy thing. I always sit back and look at it. Like I always see, like, you know, Elon Musk and all these other people just continuously always doing something and never stop. I think it's
And it's
fucking-
about just
it's
at
phenomenal.
that point, at that level of wealth and like that level of business built, it's about finding people who are better than you. and hiring them.
Yeah,
Incentivizing them.
yeah.
No,
For
because
sure.
I remember my dad always tell me like once you because I know how people look forward to retiring, but my dad always tell me like, you know, when you retire, you die. You get me? Because like you just so used to doing certain things that you basically just I don't know. Like, I feel like people get sick when they retire.
Yeah,
I don't know.
agree.
That's kind of like
I agree.
I feel like that happens.
I think as a man in general, like the minute
You
you stop
always- yeah.
working, that's you start dying.
Literally.
Like, it start happening for real.
Really? Like, you
Exactly.
think like mentally
Yeah.
it starts and then just
Yeah, well, I mean,
Physically-
like literally, I believe that, like, yeah, if you're not actively trying to problem solve or figure out things in your brain, like, yeah, your shit deteriorates, especially as you're aging. I mean,
Wow.
that's what's happening. Like, we're slowly cooking, right? Our bodies
Yeah.
are slowly dying. That's what's happening over time. So if you're like doing less things to incentivize your body or your brain to continue to grow or adapt, it's just like slowly shrinking, slowly dying, going away. So if you're not working, I'm not saying you got to be like building houses till you're 90, but like you need to be doing something. That's why like older people will play like Sudoku and all this shit, or like these, you know, these games.
Yeah,
Oh, play
yeah,
this
yeah.
game. So
You know
like,
what they
keep
play?
your mind active, huh?
They play baccarat.
Yeah.
Older people love playing
I love
baccarat.
that.
you know the Asians are always at the table.
Panda-
Number one
Panda or
baccarat rule,
dragon?
follow the Asians.
But
That's
they're
true.
demons on the
Whatever
table,
they
bro.
do, player.
No,
Player.
whenever I pull up and I see a guy with a little notepad and then little pencil just
Oh.
writing, you know you gotta follow his move for sure. He knows something we don't. You know?
Oh
what I'm saying?
yeah,
But what is he
100%.
doing? Like that's not on the board. You just read the board.
I don't know what he
have
does,
no
man.
idea- I have
I
no
don't
idea,
know.
but he's
If he's not
cooking.
betting, I'm not betting. I'm be like, he bet. I bet if I'm my shit.
You
right there.
gotta- but you could sit. But what if you watch them and they suck and they just getting smacked? You're not gonna follow.
Nah,
no,
after-
yeah,
after- they
yeah.
get two tries.
Two
If they
tries,
fuck up two
that's
tries,
good.
I'm not the fit, man. I'm like, man, you suck, man.
Yeah.
Put the notebook away. You asking? Yeah, what the my money.
He got so if they flop two, you're out of it.
Yeah, like if they
Yeah.
flop one, I'm like, maybe they did something wrong. You feel me? Maybe the
Yeah.
calculations were off. But if flops two, I might just slap him like,
Yeah.
"The fuck you doing, gang? You got the notebook out for no reason."
You slap him like he took your hat or what?
Well, yeah, like bust the bread. Gotta give him a little neck, like, bro, what you doing, man? What you
wake
writing
up.
down there?
Hey man, flip that paper over. You writing upside
Nah,
down.
but you know they're serious when they write on the notebook and you follow the lead, or whatever, and it don't hit. They go like,
Yeah.
they look at the board like,
Yeah.
no, they dead serious, bro. They know what they're doing, bro. They know.
Yeah. When they get mad,
You know who even said that? Dana White. Dana White has said, I've seen a clip of Dana White saying
What would he say?
he follows like the people there, the Asian people
Yeah.
that like have their notebook out and everything. He said it. Like I'll find the clip. We'll pop up the clip right here. Deadass, he said it. He follows them. He knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
And Dana's an expert gambler.
yeah,
Oh,
bro. I
yeah.
heard he lost like 500. He's I don't
No,
know. bro.
remember it was that
bro.
that
Oh, he
one
was
clip?
blacked out. He blacked out.
He
and he
blacked
lost
out.
$1 million or something
Yeah,
like that.
he said I'm coming back for like my 300,000, and he's like, Dana, you lost 3 million. It's an insane amount.
Bro,
of
I've
money.
seen him go down literally $1 million. Like I seen it.
No.
And then I've
million,
watched
bro?
it. I've watched him play like and lose millions, but then come back. I've also watched him play, lose a ton, and then have his markers on the table. And then I've watched Steve, and I just talked about this on the Mommy and Daddy Talk, and Taylor Lewin come in and win his money back for him. Like
Damn.
they started with 10K each and won back like I don't know if it was like $600,000 or $800,000.
I've seen that. Isn't it on a stream? Like
This is
they
a real
really
thing.
streamed it. Yeah.
it was streamed. It was live streamed. It should be somewhere on the internet, but it's a literal. Like I sat there and I watched them win back Dana White's marker of like it had to be like it was like somewhere 600 to like $1 million.
Damn.
Just paid it back.
Have you ever been in a situation when you have to tell one of your boys like, "Yo, bro, like slow the down, like
Yeah,
stop."
but
Oh, like Steve? Yeah,
Anyone,
but like
anyone.
yeah,
they're locked in.
yeah, like Steve would be the only person I could say that I've said that to, but like if Steve's doing it, he's doing it.
Yeah,
Zero
yeah, it's
shot
locked in.
of like you're telling him, like, especially if he's like down,
Yeah.
if he's committed to continuing, there's nothing you could say.
It's
Yeah.
not. I always say, man, when I'm down, I'm like, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And then I never leave the table. I'm
Yeah,
down.
that
I'm
fool-
down
Steve-
bad.
Steve's wild with gambling, bro. He's wild.
What's
Oh,
the
we-
most you've lost in a night?
One time, I did this in a YouTube video. It was so stupid. I lost 25,000,
Damn.
like pretty much instantly.
Holy.
Like what? Baccarat, blackjack?
No, blackjack. Oh my god.
Do you ever have? Do you ever? I'm so sorry to cut you off. Do you ever have that like moment where you're like, let's say you lost the money and you're like, could have done so much more with that
Yeah,
money.
bro. I think
course,
everybody
dog.
does.
Yeah, but also like if I was so set on doing more with that money, I just would have done it. Like gambling is
Yeah.
one of those things that it's a really tough conversation to have with people, but it's about discipline.
Yeah.
And if
for
you don't have
sure.
discipline for your life, don't gamble because you're gonna think, oh, well, I won that one time, and you know, if your bankroll also at the same time is not enough to lose, like if you have $10,000 in your account and you're betting up to $5,000, like you're probably gonna ruin your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the chances of you ruin your life are like 100%.
Yeah.
for sure.
So it's like
100.
you got to know, like if you're gonna play like at that 25,000, I was like, I wasn't gonna ruin my life.
Yeah.
It was for a YouTube video. Probably, looking back, I wish I did 10, not 25.
Yeah.
You could have done crazy ass video with 25.
But so like
You
it is
could have
what it
blessed
is.
somebody for 25.
It is what it is. No, it was stupid. I thought I was gonna win. See,
Yeah,
that's the problem.
But the point is, like, gambling's such an interesting thing because I love it and it's so fun. But it's like obviously it's so hard for some people to just like find that line that works for them.
Yeah.
But you just gotta treat it like if you were gonna go, and I always use this analogy, but like if you're gonna go to Disneyland and say you got like 3 kids and you're gonna buy them tickets, you're spending like
25 would still not be the amount though.
no. But like I'm just saying what people can, but just
No, of course,
if
of
you
course.
do anything, you spend money, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be willing to lose whatever it is you're gonna gamble
exactly.
with.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't go, yo, if I hate this, I'm gonna be able to pay my rent this month.
No,
It's like,
that's the number
Because
one.
if
No.
you don't hit, you're not paying your rent.
Yeah.
And then you're down worse.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what my mentality is like. I'm gonna go in. If I play with these, if I lose it, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest. I've been in a situation where I'm like, if I double this, I could pay rent. I fucking flopped.
That's what I'm saying though. But a lot of people ruin their lives like that.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
only play with what you're willing to lose.
I go in with I'm willing to lose. I saw you can ask them. I think I'm the more like I go often,
Oh,
but I
here we
think I'm the
go.
more responsible one in the sense like I double my shit. You feel me? I walk in with 200, I come out with 400.
I'm gonna be honest.
450. I'm out.
Yeah, he walks
Yeah,
out.
this
He
guy-
I'm
walks
out. I'm like, bro, I made what I came with. I had a great time. I had a good time with the boys.
That's
I'm
it.
gonna head out.
But that's the discipline.
Yeah.
Knowing when to say when.
No,
That's all it
the
comes down
luck
to.
that this guy has at a baccarat table.
You know what they call
is
me, man? They call me Poe, the
You
Dragon
call
Warrior.
yourself that, but you
Yeah,
do
who's
live up
they?
to the
Yeah,
name.
hold on,
You live
who's
up
they?
to the name.
Who the f has
they?
called you Poe, gang?
You've called me Poe too,
I've
bitch.
never called you Poe.
He calls me Daddy. He calls me Daddy, but they call me Poe, the Dragon Warrior.
Who
I'd be
else?
hard at the backyard table.
Name one of the other people who've called you that.
Sarah.
Sarah?
Sarah.
You bitch.
Sarah.
Yo, the list
Sarah.
is crazy. The list
Bro,
is
he
crazy.
be switching up.
That's fucked up.
Hey man, Sarah Safari.
Oh,
You bitch.
My fault, man. I switch up. But nah, yeah. Props to you. You actually know how to walk out.
Yeah, I don't go in there like it's because a lot of people have like false hope. Like they really think they're gonna walk in with 100, come out 100,000.
yeah. It's not how. It
Like
works.
maybe it could happen, but it's just not you, buddy. It's not gonna be. I know it's not gonna be me. I have man. You feel me? I don't even got papers. I looked out. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I know for a fact it wasn't gonna be me with going in with 100, coming out 100,000. I know I double my even go a little higher. You feel me? I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. I'm a good time. I'm gonna fill up my gas tank on the way home. Get maybe a little Carl's Jr.
You just gotta treat it like it's money you're gonna lose. You know,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
trying to
That's
have fun
that,
doing
for
it
sure.
because
Yeah.
I have fun doing it.
oh yeah,
know?
it's fun as
It's just like it can't be your life. Like this is how I pay my bills. Otherwise,
Nah.
Nah, you're fucking cooked.
yeah, you're
cooked.
gone for.
But when you're hot, you be thinking like, yo, it can work. Like I could really make my money here.
Nah, hell
but
no.
you can't. You can't. It's,
Hell no.
I tried. You can't.
Unless it's a lock, then it's like
Nah, bro. I saw that clip. That's so funny. That went stupid viral, bro.
What, John?
And Steve,
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about like giving out gambling advice, and like I thought like they thought they were gonna agree, and then Steve was like, unless it's a lock.
yeah.
If it's a lock, it's like,
Then
Brad's-
it's like fuck it.
yeah. Brad is like, no,
Nah.
bro, it's never a fucking lock.
Yeah. Sometimes though.
No, bro,
No,
it's never a fucking
a
luck.
lock.
Hey, speaking of luck, I don't know that had nothing to do with it, but I know you went to Tokyo, and I was able to experience that shit because we were talking about Disneyland, and that's how I remembered about it.
Yeah.
Fucking cheap, bro. I went to the Disney in Tokyo. Fuck cheap, bro. I bought 2 tickets for $100,
Oh
and then
my
a
God.
turkey leg.
California could never.
Bro, turkey leg. I bought a turkey leg at Disneyland. If you've been to Disneyland, you know it's turkey legs. 2 for fucking $12, $6 each, bro.
That's actually nuts.
Insane.
That's
and I got a
fucking
fast
nuts.
pass, bro.
Yeah.
Because you can buy the fast pass on your phone, like for the thing. $10 each person.
But how much is the ticket to Japan?
Oh yeah, that shit was a lot. That shit was a lot.
Did you go first class?
No, I didn't go first class. Did you go first class?
But he's a big dude,
I have
bro. You
to.
can't just be.
Nah.
That long, I have to be.
No way. How much you
Yeah.
pay for that?
I don't even. I think it was like 4.
Yeah,
30,
hell no.
35 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
hell no, man.
Yeah.
I'll f***ing be in
But that was the
bitch like
most
this.
expensive thing. That was the most expensive thing. Is the flight.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
flight and the hotel, which is just similar to our prices and shit here, but everything else is dirt cheap, bro.
Yeah.
And it's so good. The food is so good. People are so f***ing respectful. I love that culture.
Culture.
man.
Shout out
It's
to Japan,
amazing.
man.
What's the best place you've ever been to outside of the United States?
Italy.
Italy, really?
You been to Italy?
He's
Italy-
Italian.
Yeah, I'm Italian. Italy and Japan.
He
Really?
swears he's Italian.
Why Italy though?
everything about it, like the architecture, the art, the way everything looks, the food, everything you could think of is just like fucking top tier.
What part of Italy?
I've gone to Tuscany, I've gone to Florence, I've gone to Pisa, I've gone to the Amalfi Coast. I did like a whole fucking like not I guess tour, but I drove, took a bus, I did a bunch of shit.
Wait, by yourself?
No, this is when I was younger.
Wait,
Yeah.
by yourself?
No, family.
Oh, family.
Oh.
Okay.
Have you ever done a solo trip?
Huh. No.
No, never.
No.
Really?
I mean, guess this last trip to Nicaragua would have been a solo trip, but then I met up with Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But
okay,
so you
yeah.
took the plane by yourself, though?
Yeah.
No, you didn't have a camera guy with you?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was like the first time ever. I was like, damn, this is cool. It's different.
Yeah, I actually know a handful of people that have been to like Europe by themselves, and they said it's been the best trip they've ever had. Just because obviously like they can do whatever they want, they don't have to wait on anyone.
Yeah.
So they just go and explore and just do the whole thing by themselves. When they come back, they change people.
Have you ever oh, I know you haven't been to Italy. Sorry, I won't ask you that question. Have any of you guys? Well, no, because it's a thing. It's
It's facts. It's on
a
papers.
passport
It's on
thing.
paper.
Okay.
Yeah, right? I mean,
Yeah,
I can't
that's
ask
what
you
it
that.
is. That's what it is.
Yeah, no. Yeah, anyways. I'm not trying to get you caught up. I'm
No,
just like,
I haven't.
I just know you haven't been, 'cause
I've
you-
only been in the States.
Yeah. Someday you'll go, but have you guys never been to Italy?
Yeah, I went to Rome.
Bro,
Dope as f***. So much history.
everything about it's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Like the food, everything's just better there.
Rome
dude.
is where the Romans are from, if I'm not mistaken. Just double checking, right?
Rome is where the Romans are from.
Yeah.
Well, Romans like they own like way more area, but yeah,
That's where the Romans are from.
they're not from there. That whole they
Yeah,
like
it's like a whole...
But it was Roman territory where the best
it was.
fighters were from.
Yes. Well, I don't know, but
Like
yeah.
warriors wise.
I don't know exactly because dude, Rome was like massive.
Yeah, okay.
Like
yeah.
the
Just
Roman
double
Empire
checking.
was huge, bro.
I was about to say something funny, but never mind.
Nah, say it.
But
yeah,
yeah,
because the Romans aren't from Italy then.
But just say what you were going to say.
Nah,
I was going to say myself about the war.
Yeah, I'm my fault, bro. I
You
just like
talking about the
history.
war?
Yeah.
but who wins in soccer though?
It don't matter who wins.
No, I'm just curious.
The United States won. The United States won.
I'm just
Mexico,
saying.
you know, us Mexicans, we stay pacifists.
I'm just saying Mexico versus Italy. Who wins that?
Let's talk about fighting.
Oh,
Let's talk about boxing. Who wins that?
boxing. Okay, boxing.
Boxing,
all right.
we dog this shit.
Now,
That's
Mexico
fair.
does have, for sure, the best
I
fighters.
know. You don't tell us twice.
Yeah.
Demon.
Top three. Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt. What's the top three Mexican boxers right now?
Right now?
Greatest of all time.
Like, of all time?
of
or
All
right
time.
now?
Mexico.
Julio Cesar Chavez, Canelo, and in my eyes, I really liked what's his name, Marquez.
First name?
What was his name? My fault, gang. I don't know fucking off the top of my head.
So those are your top
Top
three?
three Ecuadorian fighters.
Man, we ain't got
Ain't
shit. Nobody's
Yeah.
on the map.
What do you-
Actually, shout out to Chucho. No, what's his name?
Cheeto. You don't even
Cheeto.
know-
I'm so sorry, dog.
Oh, that's
Cheeto
my
got
guy.
his
Yeah.
ass beat by Sean O'Malley.
I love Cheeto, bro.
Nah, don't
He got
talk,
ass beat.
don't talk
He
shit on
got ass
Cheeto.
beat.
Shout out,
But
shout
we
out
went
Cheeto.
out to go watch that fight, and he was so mad. He said, I came out all the way out here for what? Lost. Motherfucker throw one punch.
Oh, I know who. Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
It
The
was
thing
against
is,
Sean
look,
O'Malley. It was
look,
against Sean O'Malley.
the thing about, we have a huge different, this is Ecuador, bro. Ecuador compared to Mexico or any other big ass South America country.
It's so tiny.
It's one is like, yeah, it's not really that tiny. Pause. It's really not that tiny. But like,
It's like you trying to tell a girl, nah, bro. That's serious.
it's the perfect size. I promise.
Though.
It's the perfect size.
It's thick. I mean, it's thick.
the
Come
other
on,
one's
yeah.
the other one's hurt. Anyways,
The big one's her. Huh?
Shit
The
you
big
never
one.
want to hear. Please don't ever say.
it's okay,
Damn.
baby. The big one's hurt. So it's like we don't really have that many people that put on or represent Ecuador. So when there is somebody, it's like, yo, we support the fuck out of them. So
You guys
that's
get
why.
hyped for it.
Like, yeah, bro. When Cheeto was fighting Sean O'Malley, main card, like, bro, like he's put.
Nah, but bro, you could have knocked that motherfucker out.
Yeah,
That
he ate that knee.
That
He-
motherfucker.
Oh,
is-
yeah. I saw that. I remember.
Yeah.
That mother he has a hard ass head.
Pause.
Pause. Yeah. Pause. Sorry.
Now we can throw the pauses already.
Yeah, my bad. His head, the head on top of his body, not the one. Yeah, the one up here.
He
Yeah.
got a crazy jaw. Like he ate that.
Yeah.
Pause. Crazy jaw.
Crazy jaws.
Crazy
also.
jaws.
Bro,
Crazy.
how come we can't?
Man, we can't. This generation cook,
Yeah,
bro.
we can't have shit,
Ah,
bro.
shit.
Fucking crazy.
But yeah, so like, yeah, I was upset when Cheeto lost because obviously, like, you know, we don't really have that much talent in Ecuador. Like,
You must have like a crazy dome, huh?
all right, bro.
Dome is ahead.
enough.
Oh my god.
Wait, but what is like? I'm not even trying to be funny. What is Ecuador known for?
The equator. That's why it's called
The Ecuador?
Yeah.
Is that what-
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
That's it?
Yeah, bro. I mean, the food, obviously.
Well, for
no
cuy-
one knows the food, bro.
No.
Never heard of it.
Brad, have you seen that dish that they have? The
Oh
cuy?
yeah, cuy.
No.
It's
So it's like
guinea
guinea
pig.
pig.
Yeah, it's guinea pig.
Guinea pig.
Guinea
Yeah, they-
pig.
But
Guinea
let me
pigs.
clarify
Like the
this.
pet.
Hold on. Let me clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real guinea pig, yes, but it's in like people. It's mostly people in la sierra, like where Chito's from, where I'm from. We eat encebollado, ceviche. Like we like we're in the
Caldo de
coast. We're in the like
More-
near
more
beach.
seafood.
Seafood, yes.
Well,
Crab,
you-
especially
you-
crab is huge in Ecuador,
You
but we
guys-
don't eat
yes,
cuy.
it's still Ecuador though.
But it's a difference.
No,
Like,
it's not,
yes,
bro. You're
there
the same
is, bro.
country.
It's
Why
the
are you
same
trying to
country
fight it?
because
It's the same
it's a
thing.
different culture. It's a completely different. Like
I love the
Same.
Latin American beef. It's so sick. All the
But they're not
Hispanic
beefing. It's the same country.
No, just you. Well, Mexico and
Nah, I
Ecuador.
don't beef
right
with
here.
Ecuador. I love Ecuador.
No, there is that thing where there's certain like people like Hispanics that do have beef between
Yeah,
each
bro.
other.
No, you know what?
For no
Bigger-
reason.
As Mexicans, bro, I went to a Mexico game once, and there's like these big two clubs, America and Chivas. Obviously, there's other certain teams.
Both Mexican clubs.
Both
Yeah,
Mexican
Mexican.
clubs.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember I'm there, wearing my Mexico jersey, watching the game, and it's like, "Give me still way." No, fuck you. No, fuck you. Whoa, boom, boom, boom. They're rushing each other, and they both got Mexico jerseys on. And it, just because one for Chivas and one for America, and we're at a Mexico game. We're not even at like a rivalry game. We're cheering on Mexico.
Like,
Bro,
yeah.
it's like imagine someone like goes for the Clippers and someone goes for Lakers. I don't know.
yeah.
That's literally
I
what
get it,
happened.
City, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the same team. You feel me? Like it's the same people. Like, bro, I don't know what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that pride. Pride is real.
And they be
Hey,
instigating.
it's not just the pride. It's that Modelo's, the Pacific.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
drinking enough of
Yeah.
those, bro. You start seeing red.
They probably don't take their wives to the game, so they be acting up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because their wife usually keeps them in check. But they probably went with the boys. Motherfuckers
Oh
started.
yeah,
And
yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of us are short. They got the little man syndrome. You feel? You feel me? Like get active.
Yeah.
It's fun,
It's definitely
it's
the
fun.
beers, though.
No,
Also, it's the
yeah.
alcohol.
It's definitely
for sure
the
the
alcohol.
alcohol.
yeah.
But
I think soccer rivalries are like I mean, obviously, soccer is the biggest sport in the world. I think it's proven, right? Billions of people watch the World
yeah.
Cup.
Biggest sport.
But realistically, do you think the El Clásico is the biggest rivalry in soccer? Barcelona, Real Madrid?
Yeah, just
Even
so the
like because
people
you don't
tune
watch
in.
soccer, right?
I watch some soccer, but not.
But like if we say Real Madrid and Barcelona,
yeah, of
you
course.
have an idea.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm thinking I think they have to be the biggest soccer rivalry in the world.
Yeah, they
known,
are.
known, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was able to experience that. That shit was crazy.
You watched the game.
I watched
He
it
was there,
in
yeah.
Barcelona.
Oh,
I'm a Real
wow.
Madrid fan, though.
That sounds dope.
It was a great experience. I was actually for my birthday. It was like last year though.
Yeah.
Were they people getting down at any point?
Not really, because they also separate. I was in the you know.
Yeah.
But they actually it was a Barcelona stadium, and I walked in with the Real Madrid jersey, and they made me take it off, and they wouldn't even let me. Like I tried to hide it. They're like, nah, bro, go throw that shit away, or like they just didn't let me walk into the
Damn.
stadium. And they so I hid it outside, and thank God it was still out there after the game finished, and I went to go get it. It was still there because
Wait.
I hid it under the tree bushes and shit.
Wait, so that's the team that they were playing, and you were at their stadium, and
Right.
they were like that jersey.
Yeah. Like
Even
the
though-
security said you can't come in.
So what are they expecting? Just the other their team, the only people with like memorabilia?
Yeah, so it literally says on the thing, like I guess it says like no Real Madrid jerseys allowed in the stadium.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, it's serious. It's serious.
Yeah.
And
no,
and they even sell when they sell water, they don't sell water because of caps. They give you a cup.
So
they
they do
don't-
with the cap.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They just don't want people
Oh,
throwing
maybe
it.
they spin 'em and
yeah,
shoot 'em at
like do
people?
stupid shit like that.
What the?
Yeah, that was a crazy experience which is dope. It was a dope ass experience. Real Madrid ended up winning that one, by the way. So all the Barcelonistas can just flash back to that one. But yeah, no, I think that rivalry soccer is just insane. If you
Yeah,
associate
that's
yourself with soccer, you're worldwide meant to be known.
Look at speed.
Look at speed.
Bro. Yeah, that's what that took them off, man.
That Ronaldo. Shit,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, you picked also the most famous person in the world.
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man. I mean, that's yeah, it's the worldwideness of it.
Yeah.
Everyone. fucking-
Everyone knows that face.
bro.
So you associated yourself with
You
it.
think you'd be able to recognize him?
Who?
You just Ronaldo. You just bumped into him.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, he
course.
doesn't
Double
live under a
checking.
rock, eh? Have you seen his mansion?
Bro, what the hell?
Have you seen the big ass house?
Everyone knows that mother.
I know.
My mom would knows who he is, bro. And she don't be watching shit, just
Yeah.
novelas, but yeah, bro.
Brad, is this someone that like in the future, near future, in the far off future, there's someone that you would really want to work with, or even have on your podcast or anything like that?
Probably Joe Rogan. Probably the one person I'd love to interview.
But you met him, right?
Yeah, I met him multiple times.
And you
Nice.
haven't
Yeah.
ran with him yet?
What's that?
You haven't ran a podcast with him yet?
No, he's one person I'd like to just actually interview
Interesting.
because he's like the goat at interviewing.
I could
so
see
it's
you
like-
in his podcast though.
Yeah, I was gonna
really could,
say.
yeah.
That'd be cool. But
He
I'd
has a
love
hitch-
to interview him.
Oh,
Genuinely.
nice. Yeah. Does he take interviews, or he's the one doing the interviews?
Very rarely does he do interviews.
Okay.
Because obviously everyone probably would love to have him on this podcast, on their podcast. And, I imagine being in that position where every single person would love to have you on, that like, if you say yes to someone, then someone else is like, yo, what the fuck? What about me? Kind of thing,
for sure.
So he probably just stays in his lane and does. I've seen him do a few here and there, but it's really just him doing his thing.
Yeah.
Which I get.
Yeah. Joe Rogan, if you're watching this, tap in.
Oh, that'd be my favorite.
Watching this.
Bro, he's definitely met him, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He's met him. He's talked to him about it.
Yeah, no, he was his studio used to be right down the street. We had the same landlord for my first gym, and when we were building my gym, my landlord brought him in. That's when I first met him to check out the flooring of my gym, because he was going to put a gym in his like studio space, because he always builds like a studio space and like a gym, and like he has like archery.
Yeah.
So he was right down the street. So he came over. I talked to him for a little bit. Super nice guy, and I've seen him multiple times at the UFC as well.
Speaking of gyms, is a little update on Miami.
Yeah. So, I wish I could. I would love to just say this is the address and this is where it's going to be. I just can't do that just yet. But we're like, I would say we're like 95% there as far as like 100% official. We've already kind of the order. I'll just give you this sneak peek. Equipment is going to cost probably like $730,000 to $800,000 just alone. So we're going to go hard. It's much bigger than the other gym.
Yeah.
It's about double and a half the size. We're going to have amenities like cold plunge, hot tub, like community area. And then like, we're going to have individual areas as well that people can like, if they want to have like this space for themselves, they can do it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So full like actual bathrooms and, amenities that, these other spaces weren't able to have just because of the size.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy about that. It's a little more north in Miami than if I give like a general area than Midtown.
Okay.
So just to give people an idea where it's going to be.
Okay.
But I'm super excited, man.
I've never been, but I'm flying out. I already told you, man. I'm gonna be there. I've never been to Miami. I've been to Florida just recently.
We're gonna go hard.
But I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
Are you gonna be out there Are you gonna get a house out there?
Yeah, I'll probably get a house out there.
Just a little house. You feel me?
Yeah.
Why get Airbnb when you get a house? You feel me?
Well, it's like I also kind of I would love to move my taxes out of California as well. So I'll probably spend time, because you have to spend a certain amount of time out there. But I figured I'll just put my dogs in a van. I'll probably drive cross country.
Nah, you're
you're tripping.
And then it'll be dope. And then I'll visit a bunch of along the way, and then I'll park it at whatever house that I get, and then I'll probably be at that gym for at least like 4 months before I come back.
Hey,
no way, you're leaving for 4 months.
I'll probably like fly back and forth, but like I plan to be out there for a good amount of time to make sure everything's sorted.
Hey,
Okay,
if you don't have a realtor, my mom got you, bro.
Oh, your mom's a realtor out there?
Yeah, in Florida.
Nice,
I don't think you want your mom meeting that.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Nah, we can I'll take that meeting.
I was just trying to plug in my mom's business in here. You feel me?
Yeah. But I have a dope business partner, man.
Is it Steve?
No, well, Steve is someone that I'm gonna just like give a little bit of equity to, just because like he's out in Florida. He's my fucking boy, and he's helped me with so much. And then I'll probably find a few other people to incentivize in the same way. Like, you really just want dope people to be like, yeah, this is where I'm at.
Right.
But yeah, my business partner is super dope. I'm excited, man.
I've never asked you this. Obviously, your first real business was Raw Gear, right? Like that was your first
real business was, besides personal training in person, was online coaching.
Online coaching.
Yeah.
Was that being fitness?
Yep.
So going into Raw Gear, did you put up that money up front that you have to make you have to make shirts and shorts and all this? Was that a loan, or you just went all in on your own, out of your own pockets?
That was my money.
Damn.
Yeah. Same with the gym, all that.
That's fucking nuts. Have you ever taken a loan out for anything besides college, maybe?
Yeah, car loans.
Car loans? Yeah.
Leases and stuff. But no.
Not for like starting up a business like that.
No, but I definitely don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's a great idea.
Right.
If you have something you really believe in, like say, go for it.
Yeah. That's exactly
know?
That's how we were, huh?
Yeah. No, I wanted to ask you, Brad, how old were you when like you had your business going and everything? Like, or what age were you like, damn, I finally made it. Like, I'm good.
Wait,
like,
one second. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Before you do that, if you don't mind me asking, I don't know if you've ever shared the number. How much did you start Raw Gear with out of your own pocket?
I don't even know, to be honest, because before it was Raw Gear, it was Being Fit Gear, which was basically me just selling merch and shit that I thought was dope. So that's a hard question because it was already generating so much income.
Okay.
I think
Like estimate.
I guess I could say the first things I ever sold was the first thing I ever, because I went to my buddy's Nutri Shop, ironically in Woodland Hills at the time, and I didn't live out here yet, but I was visiting him and he had owned this store, this Nutri Shop store, and there was a tank top that I went and I was like, yo, I really love this tank top. and he was like, oh, these guys up the street, you can go and fucking they put this in here to try and sell it. And I was like, oh, bet. And so I went to them, I was like, yo, I want to make this tank top. So I started with the tank top and like a basic hat. And I'm trying to think, I don't know exactly how much I started with, but I mean, it just sold instantly. All my shit sold. It wasn't like it was hard to turn over. Maybe a couple $1,000. I don't know.
You started with?
Yeah, because it was like small amounts of units and it was just instantly gone. Then I was like, oh, just like rinse and repeat it.
Damn, that's crazy. Do you ever look back like now? Like, damn, bro, I took a gamble with that little amount. At the time, I'm sure it wasn't a little for you. Or maybe it was.
No, it was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That was before I really started making money for sure.
Yeah.
Where were you selling your products off? Was it online or?
Yeah, just online.
Just online?
Yeah, just straight up my fucking beingfitgear.com, which is obviously now rawgear.com. But it was just like, yeah, just go here and buy it.
Yeah.
It was just like
Dope as fuck. That's actually a cool story, though.
That is no, but I was asking you, Brad. So how old were you when you're like finally made it? Like I'm good.
I don't think you ever really feel that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like I've never really had that like, oh, I've just made it, you know? And I think maybe it goes back to the idea of just like, it's not so much I'm like, oh, I just want more and more money. And yeah, obviously I need to make money. I need to like pay bills and blah, blah, blah. And that's important. But like making it to me doesn't feel like making so much money anymore. It's not like the thing that I need to feel like I made it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever really make it. I feel like you just continually to try to share and to give.
Yeah.
And in doing so, you know, people support and you make it and you make money and you make a living or you sell a product or you're able to get views or engage, right? Like, so I don't know. It's like, I think you make it, and then you're done.
Yeah.
That's it. Maybe you're dead at that point. You
Yeah.
know?
You realize it then. But I mean, it's definitely not like I made it moment, but like at least for me, if somebody comes up and asks for a picture or says house, I don't say obviously I didn't make it, but I'll be like, I'm doing something or I'm doing it. Like I'm doing something right. If people
has that ever happened? Like someone coming up to you and asking
Taking
for
a picture? I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
me? Nah, I get love. Not as much as
trolling
Leaps.
you.
Not as much. Felipe gets a lot of love.
Felipe does.
Felipe gets
Yeah,
a lot of love.
I'm just trolling.
No,
I just
no,
see
no.
him the most.
Yeah, he does
Yeah,
get
he
a
does.
lot of love.
He gets a lot of
But
love.
not as I see him the most. I literally see him the most.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I don't see you guys as much as I see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have more opportunities to see people go like, yo, bro.
Yeah.
Can I get a pic? Can you take a pic from me and Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah. People.
That do be happening though. I ain't gonna lie. Nah.
I like how you get right away. You're like, motherfucker.
Yeah, but that has happened though.
I'm just trolling.
I know.
Now people always
Everybody
ask,
knows I'm stronger though at the end of the day. Don't even
that's
matter.
bullshit.
And Natty.
Completely. That
and
part's
Daddy,
maybe
you
true.
thought- you had to jab that one in there.
Not for long though.
He's about
But
to get.
hold on. So I can kind of answer. I mean, if the question is like we refine it to like when did I really start making money? It was the online coaching.
Online coaching. Yeah.
Because I remember going from like training people in person, and at the peak of my training people in person, I was training like celebrities, and I was probably making like one person paying me like $8,000 a month to train whenever they needed, and then I had like 4 other clients, so maybe like $15,000 a month before I ever made money on the internet.
Shit.
Which I was like, oh, this is dope. I'm gonna open up my own little spot and just train people.
Yeah.
And then the internet took off, and I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
But it was the online coaching. I remember I was like, started selling programs, started selling like teaching people like how to basically like work out and diet and all this kind of shit. And like, I remember I had this spreadsheet where I would insert like all these like numbers, and the numbers would equate to like whatever like Ezekiel bread. And then these were all the macros, fat, protein, carbs. And I set up this dope ass thing where like you just put in these numbers and it would equate to like that, and then would tally it all up and give the macros and everything. So I was crushing it.
Yeah.
I remember going from that income, you got to think, for me to be like, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore. This is probably much better, right?
Yeah.
It was like 30,000, 70,000 a month. It was like 30, 70, 100.
Damn.
And I was like, holy shit. That's the first time I was like, whoa, I'm really doing it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we're talking financially, that was
boy, a
really
demon.
early on.
Was
Yeah.
that really?
That was before YouTube too.
Wow.
That was just Instagram.
Was that really you really sitting down and like putting
Absolutely.
writing all
What
that
the-
shit out for him?
Yeah, I didn't know any other way to do it. There was one person who helped me. A girl helped me create the spreadsheet. Her name was Carla, and she was a coach for competitors at the time. She helped me create the spreadsheet, right? So she did this. She, again, shout out to her because she like basically was like, "Yo, this will help you," and obviously it makes your job much easier if you're able to just like put in numbers, and I could add more things to the database so that I want to put this in so I could recommend that, right?
Yeah.
Or supplement, etc. But yeah, it was really me, man. I remember sitting on like I had a Mac. I remember like one of those Macs where it was like the computer's in the Mac. They still have those. It's not old. This is not that old.
Bro was rocking with the iPod minis,
No,
bro.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know the Macs where like it's a screen and a computer?
No,
Nah,
no,
bro.
never.
Bro,
I'll be honest.
pull the up.
What's
They still sell this, by the way. It's not
Nah,
old.
man, no.
Look, just put Mac.
Like,
Mac
I'm-
When did Apple come out, man?
put Mac computer.
I don't
bro.
know. I'm the oldest
Mac
one in the
desktop.
group, but I've never seen them.
Image. Okay, see that? Okay, see Apple iMac 21.5 inch right there?
Yeah.
300 over.
No, on the
To the right,
other
to the right?
side. Right.
Right.
More?
Right there.
Let me
Click
see
that.
that image.
I thought he was about to show us
Okay.
an old Mac that still had that
No,
shit in the
bro,
back.
Nah. There's certain things that-
Okay.
I was doing it on that.
Okay.
I'll
damn.
never forget. But what I did was I had like hundreds of people, and this was like before website even too. So
Yeah.
I was making that money, people just sending me money on PayPal. And then when the money
they
would
trusted
hit,
you with PayPal like that?
yeah, I would just say, here's my email. You'd send the money on PayPal. And then I would basically, once the money hit, then I would be like, okay, email them, give me your information, age, height,
You
weight.
did that?
Holy shit.
One
I did
by
everything.
one?
One by one.
Holy.
Well, no one was working for me. I didn't have anyone. I was just me being like, oh shit. And so what I did that made it efficient, because I was like, this is a ton of people. I just set certain check-in dates, and I knew I had X amount of people on this day that I would check in with email-wise, and
Yeah.
X amount of people on this day. Every day I had X amount of people. So it was like every day I worked like maybe like 4 hours just on the computer answering and like going back and forth about, because like once you get it off, that was the biggest part. And then once you just have to go back and upkeep, because they'll email you and be like, yo, this is working, this isn't working. You just check in.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was before I had a website.
So what point did you feel overwhelmed where you're like, this, I need somebody else? Like how many months in where you're like, nah, I need a team now?
I think it kind of evolved into like, I never really was like I needed a team for that, because that was so manageable. It wasn't that many hours, like 4 to 5 hours a day to just sit and answer stuff. I was like, I could do that.
Yeah.
It was more so when I started doing the apparel alongside of that I was like, I can't do all this and then make content.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when it got
Yeah.
okay, I need help.
Right.
Yeah. That's a whole nother story.
So is that like,
know.
do you think the number one, I mean, if you can give the best business advice you can to someone maybe in college studying business or whatever, what do you think is like the most important thing to invest on?
To invest on?
Yeah. Like,
Bro, I mean, yourself. That's obviously the cliche answer, but, and also listening to yourself.
Yeah.
Because, man, dude, there were so many times when like things that happened years later, and we've talked about this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
where I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers really got me, really took advantage of me, really like leveraged me for themselves. Early on, I was like, this feels off, but I'm doing so well, it's okay.
right.
Bro, that bit me in the ass heavily. And so what I'm saying is like, you asked about investing, I'm talking about investing in yourself. I really just mean listening to yourself. Because there were so many moments where I was like, I know, and this goes for like relationships, all kinds of shit. You're like, if in your gut, you're like, something's wrong here, you got to make it a point to talk about it, to figure it out.
Right.
And so that's kind of a version of investing in yourself, right? Where it's like taking inventory of like, okay, what do I really feel? What does this really feel like to me? Not just like, because I was such an optimist that I was just like, oh, this can be good. And I would always look for the good in things that like, you wouldn't think that all this other negative shit come of it.
Right.
Because there's this good here. You know, like it's a bad relationship. You're like, this relationship is bad in so many ways, but you focus on the small good part.
Right.
And then eventually just you in the end.
Yeah.
It's like, that's business. That's happened to me a lot.
So you think just like learning, do you think you could have learned more about your own shit so that you, like if you learned what you wanted to learn, you wouldn't get over on some other shit? Or you think you already figured, you learned everything and they just still somehow snuck some?
No, I think, this is the good question. I trusted too blindly. Meaning like, I was like, well, I'm making money, they're making money. Why would they fuck me?
Right.
Why would they take advantage of me?
Okay.
They wouldn't, right? Because we're both doing well.
Yeah.
But everybody, you knew the operation, the whole thing.
But I didn't know how to do it all myself. I allowed people that, because they did a whole portion of the business for me, to have control or to have like information that they shouldn't have had readily available to them.
Right.
And I just didn't think that, they're going to leverage this to like take advantage of me.
Okay.
Like I never thought. I just, because like, again, my mind was like, I got to make content, I got to do this. And so I'm not thinking like, oh, I need to protect myself here. And eventually it really fucking screwed me over.
Yeah.
100%.
Because I think for me, as I see being a business owner, it's like, I think it's just important to like know like the overall look.
You have to know everything.
Like really lock in on what the fuck is here.
You have to know every angle. Now, you can't do everything, but you have to be able to go look and go, this is wrong or this is right. And yeah, that was one of my problems, was like I kind of blindly trusted, because I was like, why would they f me over? Why would they take advantage of me?
Yeah.
Because people are such good talkers, or like they make you think, I'm a friendly person and here's my family and come eat dinner. And it's like, those are the same people who stick a knife in your back and then twist it around and go, oh, well, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just because if you didn't, it's like inviting somebody to your house, like, because you don't know what the fuck is going on with that light right there. He can, yeah, man, $2,000 right here, I'll fix it because you need this and this and this, but because you didn't know what the fuck is going on, now you just got fucked over.
Yeah,
so
you got to know enough about the job.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
The same, it's exactly what you described. You can hire someone to come and be like, yeah, that's $800, but it costs $100.
Right.
And
but
they
because
know
you
that,
didn't know.
but they go, oh, but he's good though. He's got money. We'll try it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So, you gotta know everything, but you can't do everything. You just gotta be able to know when to look, when you feel like something's wrong. Go look, check it out.
It's kind of a rhetorical question what I'm about to ask, but like, are you some way sort of like glad that things like that happen in your life? That way you can be smarter and move smarter?
Yeah. There was so much of me for so long that was resistant to saying yes to that, because I wanted to be like, nah, these people are terrible human beings and like they're soulless and all they care about is money.
Yeah. But
all that does is fuck you up, right?
Yeah.
And all that does is stop you from learning. Like I said, this isn't, and by the way, it's not just in business, it's in everything. Like the hard shit is what teaches you the lessons. But if you don't accept your responsibility in that lesson and you just blame or say that person's bad, then you never really learn. So that when you move forward, a part of you is going to make a similar mistake some different way. You know, like how many times in relationships where you're like, man, if I would have said this, I would have went like that.
Yeah,
you know that feeling with girls?
Yeah.
The same exact thing. That's what I'm talking about, where it's like, you never really learned the lesson, so you kept making the same little mistakes, dumb variations, because you never actually looked at the lesson you needed to learn.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm trying to think, what would be the lesson? For me, give you example with women, it was like, oh, I have all this stuff. Maybe that's better over there. Maybe that situation could be better over there. So I was like lustful in certain ways where I shouldn't have been, right? Where I'm like looking for more instead of like, okay, well, the grass is green where I water it.
Yeah.
And so then I'm making all these dumb mistakes and I look back, I'm like, oh, damn, I fucked that up.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. It's like you have to just be honest with yourself and learn that lesson. Like, okay, it's not, there could be something better, but like it is better where I put my energy and my effort.
Yeah.
And so if you want something, that's what you pour into.
Yeah.
Not just like, well, what else? Maybe it's good, but that could be better though. Do you always yourself like that? So it's that same concept.
Yeah. The grass isn't always greener. Moral of the story.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the lessons.
That's
one of the lessons.
And
you, I mean,
always understanding
and so that's
accountability.
And that's what I'm saying. Like in relationship to like like the girl piece where you're like, damn, if I would have said this or if I would have said that, like those are the actions that you're doing. And you're like, you're creating issues in other ways, because really the lesson was like, okay, I need to put my effort, my energy here, but you never learn that lesson. So you never put your effort or energy here. So your energy is out here doing all this extra shit.
Yeah.
And it fucks you at the end.
Yeah.
So the lesson is like, here I am right now. Is this good for me? The answer is probably yes, but your mind is like over here. So lesson is there. It's not just in like the fucking conversation, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, you went through every experience. You went through the heartbreak experience. You went through the getting fucked over experience, expensive as fuck over experience.
Oh yeah.
Damn, bro.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Think about it. 35. You know, he learned a thing or two.
But so to answer, to go back to your question, which was like, it's like I had to learn this way.
Yeah.
Because now I could speak to something that's very real and very
Yeah.
genuine. It's like literally, it's an undeniable part of my life. And so when I share it, it's just that. And so hopefully someone else could hear it, like we talked about earlier, and be like, damn, I'm going to listen to what he said. So
Yeah.
when I do this, maybe their outcome can be greater.
100%.
That's all life's about, bro.
Yeah.
But and then it goes down to people that like us, like we fuck up. That you know, you tell us like telling a kid, don't put your finger on the stove, it's hot. But
And you
you're
go
not
ahead
gonna
and do
listen, but they're gonna fucking do it anyways, and then be like, fuck that shit. Hot.
Yeah.
It's just like that. Because remember, we got with the whole shit. We talked
Yeah,
about it
we-
last time. We fucked
we
over.
got
Yeah.
fucked over pretty bad as well
Yeah.
with the whole situation.
You got no lube,
But literally, no,
no Vaseline.
And it's you know it's the same shit goes
But
down
imagine
to.
millions and millions and
Oh,
millions. See, at least
yeah,
you
no,
didn't get
that's
that.
different.
Yeah,
that's different.
And then
Yeah.
like millions to come, millions to come, millions to come.
Yeah, that's different.
Leverage, because you get to a point, then it snowballs. They got my ass, but it is what it is.
Do you still? I know. Like I said, another rhetorical question. Do you still kind of like keep that inside of you, like knowing that you got fucked over like that, like you lost, like not lost, but like you getting fucked over the way that you did.
I did, but again, like I've been able to now at this point, like look at it, like learn the real lesson in it.
Yeah.
To know every part, to understand every piece.
Right.
Like again, not to have to do everything like we talked, but to like be able to look at it and go, and like I said earlier, yo, this doesn't feel right. Let me put my finger on this and go, what's going on over here?
Yeah.
And not just avoiding that and going, well, I got to do these other things.
Yeah.
That's what happens to most people, and then they get smacked in the face and they're like, I gotta fix this shit now.
Yeah.
And I've done that. I mean, that's literally how I learned.
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying I want everyone to go do that. So take some advice and don't do that.
Yeah.
Listen to your fucking heart, bro. Listen to your gut. It will tell you. It will tell you the truth every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's such a real thing. Such a real fucking thing. People just avoid it.
We've been how long we've been
Yeah.
we've been going for
No,
a little
this
minute.
is probably like the most educated like podcast
Yeah.
we've ever had.
Yeah.
To be
I
honest.
mean,
But remember, the SDs also fill up after 2 hours.
Oh, do
Okay.
they?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Well, I think that's Brad. You're amazing, man. Thank you for coming
Yeah,
on the
thank you
podcast.
guys, yeah.
Like,
Thank you for having us at your house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brad,
absolutely.
thank
You
you
guys
so much
always
for
appreciate it.
opening up the doors. And we wanted to ask you, is there anything that you want to tell the subscribers? Just one last thing.
No, I don't. Yeah. I love you guys. I appreciate the support. Thank you for watching. You know, thanks for supporting the boys. Thanks for supporting me, for Raw Gear,
Right,
gym,
Corpito.
Zoo Culture. I'm a streamer now, you know,
Nice.
on Twitch, whatever.
If you want to see him shirtless, go on his stream.
Yeah,
And
without a hat.
without a hat.
That's my OF.
That's basically
Yo,
it.
without a hat, I should start advertising that. You want to see me without a hat?
Yeah.
spicy.
Yeah, because you're doing that free. You
Yeah.
guys are promoting
Yeah,
it.
you guys are promoting
oh,
that
I
shit.
should.
You'll be
Nah,
like,
you should
hey,
start
you
for
be like this, you
donations.
be like this. Y'all ready to see it?
And then,
Or per donation, you could just be every time someone donates, just
nah, I do it for free. I just
For
want
the
to
free is
come watch
crazy.
me. I smoke kids in COD. You know, it is what it is. Fuck
Are you
'em up.
are you that good on Call of Duty?
I have moments, and recently I've gotten a lot better. Yeah, I'm good though.
Yeah.
If you think you're good, I'm.
I put
smacking
my
you.
I just want to end this, but I got my boy in Japan who I put $100 on a match 1v1.
That's nothing.
Who's the
bro.
guy
I
in
put a
Japan?
That's
thousand.
my boy Julio.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. It's going against Brad. I would say at least $1,000.
Yeah.
At
I'll
least
put a grand.
rack.
I'll put a grand. My boy
One
will
rack.
smoke you for sure.
Does he plays Rebirth?
He has.
Obviously.
No, he plays.
No, he played. Yeah, he plays pretty much everything. But the last time me and his boy went at it, it was a 1v1. Type
got
just
smoked.
snipers. I didn't get smoked.
He
like
wanted
that.
snipers only, but my boy was on
Quick scope or hard
Quick
scope?
scope. No, it was quick scope
But
for
he
sure.
can get you whatever.
But
though.
he's like really a sweat, bro. Like he's just like type shit.
I put money on it. But yeah, man, we love you guys so much. New video coming out this Thursday. We're gonna take Brad and maybe Sarah. I'm not sure if she's 100% coming to Picolandia. It's gonna be a huge vlog. And once again, Brad, thank you for having.
course.
Thank you for coming on, and thank you for having us at your house.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
Thank
I
you,
love you
Brad.
guys, man. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.